I chose the article A Comparative Study of Stress Among Students of Medicine, Engineering, and Nursing by Shashank P. Baer, Richa Yadav, and Prakash V. Baer. This article was published in 2001 by the Indian Journal of Psychological Medicine. It seeks to measure the stress and stress response amongst 3 different groups of students from medical college, engineering college, and nursing college. The medical college and engineering college had 100 participants, while the nursing college only had 50 participants. This study was done using a cross-sectional questionnaire with 24 yes or no questions. I chose this article particularly as a nursing student. It really hit home. I think all college students experience stress at some point in their life, obviously, but stress is almost always present in a college student's day-to-day life, and it is important that we as students learn how to deal with these stress. As a nursing student, I know that stress can be very hazardous to one's health if not coped with properly. I find that I sometimes can cope with my stress I like to run a lot and exercise and listen to music and watch TV, hang out with my friends, go shopping. So I think it's important that we learn some coping mechanisms in order to prevent stress from affecting our health. So to summarize the article, like I said, the questionnaire was a 24 yes or no question format. The participants included 26 medical students, 32 engineering students, and 13 nursing students reported feeling normal stress levels, but they were not completely taken by their problems, and they felt as though they could manage this stress. What I found pretty interesting were that 5 students from each medical and engineering college were having stress levels that they reported that they were so intense that it required medical attention. So most students did report having stress, but only out of the 3 colleges, the medical and engineering college reported medical attention. So, like the article stated, some of the conclusions that were made were the importance of acknowledging the stress and not only learning how to deal with it, but for future episodes, developing coping mechanisms, because turning a blind eye towards the existing problem is a major concern for serious mental and psychosocial problems. So, as a student, I feel as though I am under a great deal of stress. Like the article said, if this stress goes untreated, you may experience feelings of anger and depression. I've never personally felt these feelings. However, I do feel as though I have felt some somatic issues. I have experienced headaches, upset stomachs, rashes, and insomnia, mostly insomnia. And like I said, I learned to deal with those stressors by exercising, being with friends, etc. I do agree with this study. However, I have some critiques. We as nurses, I think we're better trained on the topic of stress, and we know the adverse health effects, as it's always, kind of ingrained in our studies about how stress is so detrimental to one's health and how it can basically shut down every body system. I think so, therefore, because in the article it stated that nursing students did report less stress and didn't require medical attention, I may be partial, but I do feel as though this is because, like I said, we know how to deal with the stress, and we know that when we are feeling such a heightened level of stress that we can take a step back and focus on ourselves a little, because it's just kind of like digging yourself deeper into a hole if you don't treat the stress at first before it gets to such an issue that it does require medical attention. I also think that stress is a very objective issue, in that how the study used a 24 yes or no questionnaire may not be sufficient in the fact that I don't think stress can be answered with a yes or no question. I think stress is something that the person experiences on different levels, and I think that it requires some emotional, either words or feelings of expression. So I would think that more time is also necessary for this study. So that's my discussion.